Today is not Friday, today is Thursday, but we have a huge content drop. This is easily the best content drop of the year so far. I'm just thrilled at what STS has done today. Let's go over it all. As always, let's look at the calendar really quickly. So on Tuesday, we're getting new ranked rewards. On Friday, on the 11th, we're getting another roster update. We're getting the All-Star Game, Team Affinity collections, all that stuff. That's going to be great. Draft day content is going to be on the Sunday, and then Home Run Derby and the All-Star Game. All that stuff's coming up. But today, let's focus on some really cool stuff. We have a free 99 Clayton Kershaw milestone card. I thought he was going to get a spotlight. They dropped the 99, and it's a free program reward. Weekend Classic with some really good rewards there. The June Lightning is insane. That Juan Soto I predicted correctly, but all the cards are great. The 5th inning XP reward path looks great. They made some additions to that too. There's a sick chase card. There's just so much cool stuff. Let's get into it. So let's first start with the Clayton Kershaw program. Like I said, it is completely free to get. It is for this 99 Clayton Kershaw, which looks amazing. And this is the perfect 99 to drop now because he probably won't be in end games. I mean, he could, but he probably won't be a God Squad starting pitcher at the end of the year, but he'll be in rotations for months. 4-seam slider, 12-6 circle change sinker. Control is unbelievable. Break is really good. He has velocity. He has 100 hits per 9. So like I said, he'll be good for months. 110 clutch. Does not have outlier. I don't think he ever has. But this card is probably the second best pitcher in the game. I'd probably still put Clemens above him. But Kershaw's free to get. Clemens, you have to spend a ton of stubs for the AL collection. This card is amazing. There's also this 92 Clayton Kershaw. I won't go too far into it. Doesn't have the sinker, but, not a terrible card. The way this program works, moments, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can get 30 points. The missions, 35, 40, 45. Stat missions, 55, 65, 75, 85. Showdown, 20. So you don't need to do everything. And there's also an optional 3,000 strikeouts icon. So if you've completed the 3,000 strikeouts in the Legacy program, which I have, you get a free 20 points. So I'm just going to do that, which also leads you literally right to Kershaw. Now for the XP reward path, one thing too, the voucher gets you 50,000 XP. This is a 3-week XP reward path. Another thing too, they added some exchanges, which I'm probably just going to do because why not? But ultimately, they wanted to speed up the process because this one is only 3 weeks. Let's get into the bosses. They're all Braves because the All-Star Game is in Atlanta. Starting with Hank Aaron, great card, 103 100 contact, 96 90 power with 125 clutch. Silver defense, great arm, good speed. Can only play right field though. Chipper Jones, switch hitting third baseman with gold defense. He is definitely not as good as Scott Rowland. So if you have Scott Rowland, I don't know if you want this Chipper to start over, but I mean, he is a switch hitter. 106, 101, 105, 81, 104 clutch. Great card. And then Greg Maddux, who I think is the best player in this pack. He has a great pitch mix. He never has velocity, of course, but with Greg Maddux cards, if you can dot the corners, you can succeed. If you can't, he'll get killed. So you just have to be really good at pinpoint, which I am, and that control certainly helps. Insane pitch mix, though, and he pretty much brings everything to the table. Moving down the line, the henchman is this Emmanuel Clase, who they gave a sinker. Oh my god. I usually destroy Clase cards when it's cutter, slide, or 4-seam. Giving him the sinker makes him so much better, and that makes this card so much better. He's instantly going to go into my team as soon as I get him. 120 hits per 9, 125 pitching clutch. Obviously outlier on the cutter. Really good control and break. There isn't really one thing that this guy lacks. Maybe an off-speed pitch that's in the 80s, maybe better Ks per 9, but this is an amazing reliever. For the cornerstones, let me just quickly go over these henchmen. Matt Chapman, good defense and power. Alex Gordon, good defense and clutch. And Juan Marichal, nothing really too good. But if we go over to their Cornerstone evolution cards, let's take a look at Alex Gordon first. 107, 95 contact, 101 clutch. Amazing defense. You're always going to have great defense with Alex Gordon. Left, first, and right. If we look at Juan Marichal, I'll just go to him. I didn't realize he was below. Juan Marichal, nothing too special. His cards aren't ever really good in this game. It's such a shame because he was such a good pitcher. Those per 9s is just not good enough in this stage of the game, and the pitch mix isn't really that good. And then if we go to Matt Chapman, Matt Chapman is good against righties in the hundreds, and then 84, 82. So I got to say the only things that kind of underwhelmed me were the cornerstones, and they're kind of always going to be out of the game cycle. I mean, we got 97s and a 99 and a 98 today, so these 95s aren't really going to be that good. For the weekend classic, before I forget, we have 2 new prime cards, so they're going to continue to add to the prime collection. Andrew Miller, this is easily the best lefty reliever in the game. He is amazing. I loved his Jolt card, which I recently stopped using about a couple weeks ago. Instantly going to have this guy to replace him. Slider, 4-seam sinker, circle change. They gave him the changeup, 115, 120 per nines, 125 clutch. Control is not the best on the sinker or changeup. Same with the break, but I mean, it's whatever. Like, this card is amazing. And then the other card is Andrew McCutchen, who is a pretty good card, but I don't think a lot of people will be using it because we got a ton of great free outfielders today. Regardless, just looking at McCutchen, he's a great card. 110, 125 contact, 81, 92 power, with 108 clutch, gold defense, and good speed. Now let's move on to the Spotlight Program. This is also great. The final program award is this insane Joe Adell. Free card here, 95, 115 contact, 116, 120 power, 111 clutch. Vision and discipline is a little low, but I mean, he's just such a good hitter, and he's not that bad defensively. 80 speed as well. Moving down the line, I'll start with the program guys, and then I'll go to the store and show you the packs. CJ Abrams, reverse split, so he's better against lefties, but still good against righties. The defense is really bad on this card, though. Good speed, good contact. And then we have Alec Burleson, 125 contact right and clutch. Everything else is pretty solid. Defense is a little low, but you can just throw him at first base. Wouldn't really use 38 speed in the outfield. Michael Bush, not a switch hitter. This is more of a bench bat or a platoon guy, but he destroys righties. 111, 115, 125 clutch, and he doesn't have good defense. This is probably a good bench bat, I would say. Quinn Priester, he was in my predictions video. Unfortunately, the per nines kind of hold this card back. I mean, he is a 93. Really good pitch mix, though, and insane control. And then we have Sir Anthony Dominguez. This card looks gross. 4-seam sweeper, splitter, sinker, curveball. Does he have outlier? No, he doesn't, but he still throws insanely hard. 121 hits per 9, 125 clutch. This card's a beast. Control is pretty... The control and break aren't that good, though. Let's take a look at the collections first. The 97 Juan Soto is your lightning card. I predicted this card very well, hitting-wise at least. I kind of juiced his defense a little too much. But regardless, 115 for both stats first, right? 100, 108 versus left, 100 discipline, 102 clutch. Defense is a little bit meh, but he'll survive in the outfield. You could also throw him at DH. This, though, as a free card is just amazing. And then if we go to the retro collection, you only need 8, and that's because there were only 4 drops. So there's 13 cards, and wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you need 8 out of the 11 for the Bobby Grich, and I predicted perfectly. I predicted Yandy Diaz as the henchman. The final reward is this Bobby Grich, which is a great second baseman. He's going to go right into my second base spot, replacing Seager. 116, 113 contact, 106, 96 power, 120 clutch. Silver defense, not like horrible, but the 70 speed, I don't know. It's helpful, I guess, on the base pass, but you're going to be using this guy for his offense, which he has. The henchman, Yandy Diaz, insane contact and clutch. Terrible defense, like I predicted. And then there's a June pack, and this guarantees you one of these guys. Did these guys crash in price? Especially Brooks Lee. Yeah, okay, these guys crashed in price. But yeah, this isn't going to be cheap, but it's not going to be that bad, just like the last one. Let's go over the players in the pack. Jazz Chisholm Jr. from my Yankees. Really good against righties. 110, 117. 91, 73 versus left. 115 clutch. Silver defense. Great speed. Can play third, second, and center. Adrian Morejon. This is an insane lefty reliever. Sinker, slider, cutter, 4-seam, circle change. 125 hits per 9. 120 pitching clutch. Does he have outlier? Yes, he has outlier on the sinker as a lefty. That's great. Control is elite. Break is elite. This is in my opinion, now seeing this card, this is the best lefty reliever in the game. Andrew Miller is definitely worse than this card. When Seal Perez destroys lefties, he was also in my predictions video. The defensive flexibility on this card is amazing, and he's a switch hitter. Christopher Sanchez, sinker, circle change, slider, cutter. No outlier, but overall, pretty good starter. The Ks per 9 is really low, though, 78. And then Justin Robleski, no idea how to say his name. He's a relief pitcher with 77 stamina. That is valuable, and he might go into my bullpen strictly because of that. You know, if like this card is an amazing reliever, of course, but if you need someone to eat innings, this is your guy. Four-seam sinker, slider, cutter, 12-6. Control is insane. Oh my god. Yeah, this content drop was amazing. And then, of course, we got some tops now cards. Chase Burns. He is not going to have outlier. Okay. Overall, pretty balanced starter. Josh Naylor, great against righties, good clutch. We have Kobe Mayo, good against righties, good clutch, terrible defense. And then Carlos Narvaez, who's good against lefties. And yeah, that's it. But there's one card left, and it's another chase pack. And I got to say, this chase pack is very good. Mickey Mantle, 98 overall, switch hitting outfielder, 108, 125 contact, 103, 80 power with 84 vision, 125 discipline, 107 clutch. Defensively in the gold tier, 82 speed, switch hitter. Now, is this card like unbelievable? No. I mean, this is a great card, but like he's not an endgame Mickey Mantle. And that's why I love this chase pack, because this card doesn't scream, I desperately need it. It screams, really good card, really expensive. Maybe I want it, maybe I don't. But it's not like 4 tiers ahead of all the other cards that dropped today. That's what makes this chase card so good and the content today so good, is that you don't think, oh, I need this card because of the Joe Adell that dropped, because of the Juan Soto that dropped, these free cards. That's kind of why I love this chase card. And he's a Yankee. He's a Hall of Famer, legend, one of the best players ever. And it is a really good card. Let me make that clear. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys are new here, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. But most importantly, make sure to subscribe on your YouTube. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.